Young Guns. Y'all remember that film from the 80s, the Brat Pack in the West? Well, while there have been quite a bit of non-good teen films from the 80s, and a few non-good Brat Pack films from the 80s, Young Guns, I would say, is actually one of the best ones. It takes, it fictionalizes the account of Billy the Kid and the Santa Fe Ring and John Tunstall, and it does a good fictionalized account of it. Really, the only people that probably would not like Young Guns are the ones that either don't like the 80s, they don't like Westerns in general, or they know Billy the Kid and John Tunstall and the Santa Fe Ring at the back of their hand. And if that's so, you probably won't like Young Guns. Young Guns was actually the very first Western that I ever liked. I remember being a kid, and I tried to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I was too young to understand it at the time. I was too young to, because Good, the Bad, and the Ugly it's a slow burner. And that was my first Western. I didn't even see all of it because I was so bored by it. But I was like not even 10 at the time. But with Young Guns, it was more lively, it was more fast-paced, so of course I fell for it more. Young Guns is no longer my favorite Western. I just think that there's better things out there, like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because, people change, people grow. And whenever I watch Young Guns, I always, of course, the action scenes are good, but it's ultimately, what makes a good film, what makes a good film good? The characters. You have 6 of these young guys that are taken in by John Tunstall, who's played in the movie by Terrence Stamp, and they guard his ranch from the Santa Fe Ring, who are a group of these crooked bad guys, and they all have different personalities, and they're all very, very well played by different guys in the Brat Pack. Emilio Estevez plays Billy the Kid, who's leader of the Regulators, and he does one of the best Billy the Kid performances in all of film. Is he really the best? Not quite, but if you made a list of best Billy the Kids in film, Emilio in Young Guns would be near the top of it. And it has kind of a formulaic story to it. Like, John Tunstall gets murdered, and the Regulators try to avenge his death. But instead of they go all, Billy the Kid actually goes all about it the wrong way. Instead of trying to bring everything to justice, and instead of bring everything to the president, exposing the crooked Santa Fe Ring, just more bloodshed. That's all it is. Just bloodshed. Just more kills and stuff. And eventually bounties get placed on Billy the Kid and all the Regulators. And they got a little bit of help from some outside guys that aren't Regulators to help destroy the Santa Fe Ring. But while the adventure's happening and the Regulators try to dodge any sort of bounty hunters and try to dodge the ring, more questions and dilemmas come about. Like, is it really worth it all? Like, of course, avenging John Tunstall's death is worth it, but is it really worth, 100 against 6? And whenever I watch it, the danger and the people, it really encompasses for a really mighty fine watch. I'm going to give Young Guns from 1988 3.5 stars out of 4. Please subscribe.